Welcome back, everybody, and welcome to my kitchen. Yes, unfortunately, I have had to admit defeat and move in from outside after maybe it was a little bit ambitious to try and host a whole tasting outside in April or May. But anyway, hopefully you can hear me just as well in here as you could outside. To give a little bit of a recap, we've gone through our Chase Potato Vodka, the Chase GB Gin, Pink Grapefruit and Pomelo Gin, our Rhubarb and Brandy Apple Gin, and now we're on to number 5, which is the Chase Seville Marmalade Gin. This is probably my favourite, if that counts for anything, of the Chase flavoured gin range. Certainly more bittersweet than the sweetness that you'd get in maybe the Rhubarb and Apple Gin. So if you found that maybe a little bit too sweet, then this is certainly more bitter and may well be to your flavour profile. It's fantastic in a Negroni. A Negroni is a famous Italian cocktail, an aperitif style cocktail, made with 1 part gin, 1 part Campari and 1 part vermouth. Campari is an Italian liqueur, is one which is made from a lot of orange, a big part of the ingredient list. So the Seville orange, which goes into our Seville Marmalade Gin, naturally complements it really well, because you've got that double hit of orange from the Campari and from the gin. Now made in a very, very similar way to the Pink Grapefruit and Pomelo Gin, but instead of using grapefruit and pomelo, we just use a lot of Seville orange peel, and then alongside the Seville orange peel we use a little bit of Valencia orange peel too. The benefit of Valencia oranges is that they're slightly sweeter, so it just balances out the bitterness, the intense bitterness that you get from Seville oranges, but there's far more Seville oranges in it, hence the name Seville Marmalade Gin. So how are we going to taste it? As we have with the others, we're just going to have it neat, just as a little opener. It's got that great bittersweet flavour of orange, and then along a backdrop of juniper. So that juniper is really still pretty forward in that. So even to the kind of die-hard gin drinker who might not necessarily love the kind of flavoured gin kind of category as a whole, I'd still say that's something which they'd certainly enjoy. So how are we going to serve it? As we have done with some of the others, with the grapefruit and with the GB Gin, I'm just going to add in a few cubes of ice, and then top up with some Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic. Seville, of course, very much in the Mediterranean, so it couldn't be more fitting. And although we're on a cold, gloomy day in London, it feels like we could very much be in Rome or even Seville. When you're drinking that. Yeah, that is great. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thanks very much. Welcome back, everybody, to the final chapter of today's Chase at Home tasting. Last but not least, we're going to be enjoying the Chase Slow Gin. For me, this is a great gin, something you can drink all year round, although slow gin naturally is maybe something which we think about a little bit more in the cooler months of the year, sipping it out of a hip flask, but absolutely, yeah, it's great throughout the year. So hopefully you can enjoy it at some point over the next few months during the summer. Made from Chase GB Gin, as GB Gin is often the base for most of our gins, we macerate it with sloe berries. And sloes are something which, I don't know if you've ever tasted a sloe, but it's like juniper, it grows in British hedgerows. But unlike juniper, it's very, very tart. And if you ever bite into a sloe berry, you have a fairly nasty experience because it dries out your whole mouth. So what you want to do when you're making it into sloe gin is you allow the tartness in the sloes break down over time by normally adding a lot of sugar. The sugar allows the tartness to break down and blend in with the gin. What we do is we age it for a longer period of time, so we don't have to use anywhere near as much sugar. And then what we do, which is more unique, is that we actually allow the slow gin to age in oak casks. So those oak casks give a slight, subtle kind of savoury note to it, which again is something which not really anybody else is doing. And ultimately, when you're normally making slow gin, it's something which, when you're normally drinking slow gin, it's something that you would make yourselves at home. So the fact that it's been aged in oak gives it that point of difference that hopefully, you can appreciate when you're having a glass. So here's a glass that I just made earlier. It's got that lovely sort of kind of medicinal, but ultimately, yeah, medicinal flavour, but mixed with that fresh, robust, really powerful slow fruit, which actually, yeah, which is absolutely lovely. You can absolutely drink it on its own and enjoy it like this. That is phenomenal. What we often find people like to drink it with as well, if you do have some at home, is some bitter lemonade. It's great. Bitter lemonade has obviously kind of the sharpness from the lemon that balances out the sweetness of the slow gin if you wanted to try it like that. But I mean, personally, I think it's very difficult to justify serving it in any way apart from this. But yeah, hopefully you enjoy it as much as me. It's great to have after dinner. If you've got some blue cheese or anything like that, serve this as an alternative to port. You really, really can't lose. But anyway, thanks guys. Hi guys, final roundup from me. So thank you so much for joining us this afternoon for today's tasting. I'll soon let you get on with your bank holiday weekends. Hopefully you found it relatively interesting and you've been able to follow it, and you now feel a bit more knowledgeable about how to get the most out of our Chase spirits and understand a bit about how they were made as well. Big thank you, of course, goes out to Kirby and the team from Cambridge Wine Royston who helped organise today. I think if you told us a year ago or even a few months ago that we'd be hosting our tasting sessions from our kitchens via iPhones, I think that we would have probably laughed you out of the room, but this is a very different place that we find ourselves in, so hopefully it's worked for you. But yeah, big thank you to Kirby and everyone to making it work and getting it off the ground. There is a discount available at the moment on the Chase spirits that we've been tasting today. So if you get in touch with Kirby and the guys from Cambridge Wine, then I'm sure they'll be able to help you and provide you with a little more detail on exactly what that is. It goes without saying that the businesses like Cambridge Wine, they certainly are so integral to us at Chase. They really understand everything that goes into making our spirits, and they get that story across when we're not able to stand there, be that either in person or via an iPhone, to tell you how that works. So important to us as a business, so please do keep supporting them as much as you possibly can, because they are the absolute backbone of the British gin and vodka and spirits industry. So absolutely please do continue to support. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend, stay healthy, stay well, and hopefully see you in Herefordshire at some point soon once all of this is over. Anyway, thanks very much. Bye-bye.